Day to day, I would just go to work and come home, and as soon as I got home, I was in the fridge drinking something. If I wasn't working, I was either drinking or drunk. Like, I couldn't stand being me, and that could let me be something else, for a few hours, or somebody I liked. Life was just going backwards and backwards and backwards, and all I saw was like all of my friends succeeding, and I felt like I was in a pit, and I just was destined to be there forever, honestly. Well, I was just searching YouTube one day, just looking for videos, and I ran into a video of Pastor Steven. I think I meant to press the one on top of it, and I was like, oh, but I listened anyway for some reason. That was when I was going through my depression. In that moment, I was like, anything could help, so why not give it a try? When you're in certain moments like that, you need like anything to cling on to. And I was just watching, and it was like weight lifted, just a shift in like mindset. Even in who I was, in despair, in the alcoholism, everything, I had a creator who was on my side and had every intention of just lifting me out of it. I think I was on the Elevation website, and I saw that there was a church in Raleigh. I was like, hey, maybe, why not check it out? I left work really early. Church didn't start until 9:30, but I walked up the steps, I think it was 8:15 in the morning, and the first person I ran into was Cole, and he just greeted me. He was like,
man, don't go anywhere, but we are not ready for about a solid 45 minutes, but I will meet you right back here when we're ready to start. And he was like, okay, cool, man, that sounds great. And he could just tell he was excited, but he was also hesitant at the same time.
I still had that fear of judgment because I knew what I was going through at the time. It was like, I just need to give it a try and just be open to just everyone there and not just think everyone's trying to hurt me or just judge me when that's not what we're called to do. After church, we started talking, and he asked me my story, and I told him, and he was telling me about how he's at a group of guys, we get together.
Why don't you come hang out with us and watch the game, and we'll eat some wings and hang out. And he's like, maybe.
I was still scared, to just be around like community in a way. And so I just took the leap and went, and I'm glad I did. But the first time, it was like they went around the table and everyone told kind of their story, and it didn't sound unlike mine. I mean, it was just like, if they've been through it, then maybe I can pour my heart out. I think I poured my heart out the very first time at the group because I just hadn't had that release to anybody. And ever since then, it's just been my go-to. Someone just really just caring about my well-being and wanting me to succeed and wanting me to grow. It's just simple. I just don't feel alone at all anymore. The thought of a baptism at the beginning kind of freaked me out because I was very scared to just go public with it. I spoke with my campus pastor. He was asking me why I was nervous, and I just said, well, I still have these friends, from kind of an old way of life, and they're just gonna look at me funny. And he was like, you're talking about shame and guilt. He was like, I need you to do me a favor. He was like, when you get baptized tonight, I want you to leave that in the tank. I don't think I've ever felt just completely just full or just free, or me, but that day, that moment, it was like, I felt completely full. And the thought just crossed my mind. I was just like, I'm not unhappy. Happiness didn't have to be out there. It was never gonna be out there. It was gonna be right where I was, right in that room where I was drinking, where I was watching all those just Netflix binges. I had to be happy right there, just in Christ.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching Elevation Plus. We consider you part of our EFAM, which is our online family.
That's right, so make sure you are liking, subscribing, sharing Elevation Plus, and come back here so you can find out more about great stories, great creative elements, and also join us every week for Coffee Fam.
That's right.